Hi there, and welcome back everyone. If you're ready to hear about more things that might eat you in the Amazon, well, I'm ready to share. From the biggest snakes on the planet to sharks that just might surprise you as you go for a swim, here are 10 of the deadliest river monsters of the Amazon. Number 10. The giant leech. One look at the giant leech, and you might think you're watching an episode of The X-Files. But no, this creature is real, and it lives in the Amazon. This species was discovered in 2007, when one was removed from the nose of a young girl in Peru. The attending doctors sent the specimen to a colleague at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, who was not able to figure out which family of leeches it belonged to. It took 2 more years of field research to discover that it belonged to a larger family of leeches, one that liked to suck on the mucous membranes of mammals. Due to its large size and giant teeth, it didn't take long for researchers to name it the Tyranobdella rex, or the Tyrant Leech King. This leech only measures about 3 inches or 7 centimeters, which may have you scratching your head about its fearsome name. By leech standards, the giant leech is quite large, but it actually gets its name from the large teeth it uses to saw into the tissues of mammals' orifices. And yeah, not just their eyes, but other more delicate places that I can't really describe on YouTube. Anyway, this leech's discovery was quite remarkable. It changed what scientists knew about the leech family tree. It also provided a link between current species and those that lived over 145 million years ago in the late Jurassic period. That was back when the continents were still one connected landmass. Even though one look at the giant leech might make your skin crawl, this little sucker may help in future medical treatments. As it happens, the saliva of leeches proves beneficial at times in medicine. So before you judge the giant leech for its looks, remember this: the discovery of this rare species could have health benefits despite a leech's reputation. And if you happen to think this discovery is pretty cool, you can even find a festive giant leech ornament on Amazon. Number 9. The green anaconda. Pound for pound, the green anaconda is the largest snake in the world. The anaconda isn't just a creature from the movies. They live in rivers, swamps, and marshes of the tropical rainforests of the Amazon and Orinoco basins. Even though they have a bad reputation for attacks on humans, reports of them eating and killing humans are extremely rare, unless of course you are keeping one as a pet. Do that at your own risk. Not that it's easy keeping them as pets, since females can reach around 15 feet in length and males about 10 feet. National Geographic reports that green anacondas can even get up to 30 feet long and weigh up to 550 pounds. With their massive size and strength, they even have the ability to take down prey as large as jaguars. And perhaps the key thing that makes them so feared is their ability to remain submerged underwater while stalking their prey. This is in part due to the placement of both their eyes and their nostrils on the tops of their heads. They might be slow on land, but they are very sleek in the water. When they do go looking for their next meal, the anaconda uses its powerful teeth and jaw to clench onto its victim. Then they grab the prey and pull it underwater, where the unfortunate victim drowns. The anaconda's large infused ligaments on either side of their mandibles allows them to open their jaws wide enough to accommodate large things. Large critters, such as tapir and capybaras, as well as deer, turtles, dogs, and other aquatic reptiles are their usual choice for food. It takes only 6 to 7 months for baby anacondas to be born, with most measuring from 2 to 3 feet. They reach maturity age at 3 to 4 years. Maybe the reason they are so feared is their many appearances in South American myths, where anacondas show up as shapeshifters or vicious human eaters. Whatever the case, even though attacks on humans don't happen that often, I wouldn't go swimming in the Amazon anytime soon, for more reasons than one. Number 8. The Payara. Just because the Payara is small, that doesn't mean it doesn't pack a big bite. In fact, the fish gets its nickname, vampire fish, from the dagger-like fangs that protrude from its lower jaws. Bright silver in color, the Payara put those fangs to good use, using them to impale their victims. But their teeth are just the beginning. Known for their acrobatic jumps, lightning-fast movements, and brute strength, these fearsome little fish can actually grow to over 40 pounds. The Payara are found in the Amazon basin, mostly in Bolivia, Brazil, Ecuador, and Peru. They're actually known to prey on one of the most infamous predators of all, the piranha. Payara love to hang out in clear, fast-moving water, and they can often be spotted in churning rivers and at the bottoms of waterfalls. Though they're most known for those gruesome fangs, they also have sharp, spiky daggers throughout their mouths, and those things are so dangerous that the fish has two small holes in their upper jaws where the teeth slide into when the fish closes its mouth, just so it doesn't hurt itself. And why must it conceal its teeth like that? Well, they can measure from 4 to 6 inches long, after all. Luckily, Payara tend to stick to other fish for their meals, and they will even chase off or fight other species in order to stake their claim to a particular hunting ground. They don't seem to have any predators, but because the species is so elusive, there are still a lot of unanswered questions about this fanged tooth creature. Number 7. Sawfish. Picture a shark with a long snout that has a flattened blade for its nose, and now add some studded teeth, and that's exactly what a sawfish looks like. Sawfish are the largest of the shark-like rays, and there are 5 species of them. The large-toothed sawfish even reach some 25 feet in length. Some have been found that weighed between 1,100 and 1,300 pounds, so there could be some out there that are even heavier. Each species has a distinct saw, with a different tooth arrangement and number of teeth, but they are all equally sharp and pointy. Scientists use the number of teeth as one of the identifying features to tell the species apart. Similar to the bull shark, the sawfish prefers brackish water near the mouths of rivers, but they will also move into freshwater where their young travel upriver. Sometimes they will get stuck in freshwater pools and lakes during floods, and they end up living there for years. The sawfish use their natural weapon to hunt and defend themselves from predators, and it's no wonder why. That saw is 1/4 of their total length. Sawfish are very sensitive to electrical currents and can detect the tiniest muscle contraction given off by nearby prey. This trait allows them to hunt in murky waters or at nighttime. They use a sweeping motion to swing their snout, known as a rostrum, around like a club to stun nearby fish. They've also been known to use their snout to pin down their prey before eating it. A bottom dweller, these rays live in shallow coastal waters, but unfortunately, there has been a steep decline over the past century. Sadly, that large rostrum, their most distinctive feature, actually makes them vulnerable to becoming entangled in fishing nets. Now that they're classified as either critically endangered or endangered, all species of this magnificent yet fearsome-looking sawfish are quickly becoming extinct. Number 6. The Rapaima. The Rapaima is a broadly shaped fish with a bony head and a dorsal fin that stretches along its back towards its tail. It's a sleek freshwater fish native to the Amazon River. One of the most fascinating things about it is that it can breathe air. The Rapaima is found in the rainforest rivers of the Amazon basin and nearby lakes and swamps. One of the world's largest freshwater fish, these giants can reach 9 feet long and weigh up to 440 pounds. They usually eat fish, but they are also known to eat fruit seeds, insects, and even grab birds and mammals that they find near the surface of the water. While hunting, the Rapaima uses a very specific feeding strategy in which they open their large mouths to create a vacuum and pull in nearby prey. Using their tongues and sharp bony teeth, they debilitate and shred their prey, brushing them up against the teeth on the roof of their palates. Able to live for up to 20 years, the Rapaima feed in low oxygen areas where gill-breathing fish must slow down. They also hunt using short bursts of speed to attack potential prey as they hit the surface of the water. Among the oldest freshwater fish in the world, some have been known to reach up to 10 feet in length, ritually unchanged in the fossil record for 23 million years. The Rapaima is also known as the dinosaur fish, weighing between 200 to 400 pounds. It has to come up for air every 10 to 20 minutes. Originally one of the top predators in the river system, they have armored scales that cannot be penetrated by piranha's teeth. Yeah, that's yet another river monster they have to watch out for. In remote parts of the Amazon, however, the Rapaima remains abundant, and it has played an important role in indigenous life, becoming a symbol of great pride to local villagers. Although they were not around during the time of dinosaurs, they certainly look like a prehistoric beast. Researchers often marvel at the massive, majestic presence of these living fossils. Number 5. The Paku. Although the Paku is known as the vegetarian piranhas, what's most scary about them is their teeth. As you can see, they don't have pointed fangs like the Payara, but their teeth look shockingly human, with 2 sets of blunt molars that are used to crack nuts and grind up plants. The Paku might give you more of a fright if it happens to bare its teeth rather than from its potential for attack. Having said that, you don't want to peel back its lips for a look anytime soon, unless you want to see a set of teeth that looks surprisingly like your own. Still, their large front teeth can crush through the shells of crustaceans, and they are known for taking a bite from the bait of fishermen's hooks. They range in size and have been found to weigh anywhere from 2 to 97 pounds. They measure from 7 to 42 inches long, about the size of a small child. So, what makes this fish one people want to avoid? Maybe it's the rumors that one of these species is known to go after men while swimming and bite them in their nether regions. You know, because they get confused with the different kinds of nuts. Get it? Regardless of your gender, you might want to be on the lookout for the Paku while swimming. They can bite humans if they mistake you for food. So if you're thinking about trying to get a good look at their unmistakably human teeth, you might want to keep an eye on your fingers. Number 4, the black caiman. If you came looking for a giant predator, look no further than the black caiman. While caimans and alligators are both members of the Alligatoridae family, caimans live in the warm freshwater marshland and rivers of Central and South America, most notably the Amazon basin. A way to tell them apart is to look at the shape of their snout. When alligators and caiman close their mouth, only the teeth and the upper jaw are visible. That's because they have an overbite, like us. The upper jaw, consequently, has quite the smooth jawline, known to reach lengths of more than 16 feet and weighing in at over 1,000 pounds. The black caiman is a large, dark-scaled reptile that is believed to be the biggest species in the entire Amazon, perhaps only second in size to the critically endangered Orinoco crocodile, which has been hunted almost to extinction. Even though alligators are usually bigger than caimans, the black caiman is the exception. Their black scales, which are where they get their name, help to not only camouflage them while swimming in murky water, but they also help them to absorb heat. They have a very broad diet and will feed on fish, other reptiles, and the capybara, which can get up to 4 feet long themselves. They are also a little territorial, not just over their nests and eggs, but also their mates, so you might want to stay clear of them during mating season. There are over 80 reports of attacks on humans over the past 20 years. Between January 2008 and October 2013, black caimans were involved in 43 attacks on people, but fewer than 1/5 of those attacks were fatal. Still, just one look at the black caiman might be enough to inspire you to stay on land. Number 3. The bull shark. If you thought swimming in fresh water meant you wouldn't run into a shark, think again. Bull sharks can actually thrive in both saltwater and freshwater thanks to their specially developed kidneys, which can sense the change in salinity of the water the bull shark is swimming in. They can travel far up rivers and prefer coastal waters less than 100 feet deep, which makes bull sharks potentially the most dangerous shark of all for humans. A large, stout shark, the females are usually larger than the male, averaging around 8 feet long and weighing 290 pounds. The males are slightly smaller at 7.5 feet and around 210 pounds. They love murky, brackish water found in estuaries and bays and are not afraid of attacking prey that are the same size or even bigger than they are. That would include other sharks, dolphins, or humans, in fact. They will eat just about anything. They're not picky. The species has been spotted 2,500 miles up the Amazon River, and some also live in Lake Nicaragua. While we know how they survive in fresh water, it is not clear how they developed this amazing ability. Whiter and heavier than other sharks of similar lengths, bull sharks are gray on top and white on their belly, with a bite force of up to 1,300 pounds. Bull sharks have the strongest bite relative to their body size of any shark species. Their teeth are triangular and very sharp and are in rotating rows. The first 2 rows capture their prey, while the others rotate to fill in places as needed. Usually a solitary hunter, the bull shark does sometimes hunt in pairs, making them even more aggressive. With the ability to give birth to live baby sharks, litters of 1 to 13 pups are common. So the next time you happen to be in the area of a coastal lagoon or a river mouth, you might want to be wary. These are common nursery habitats for the bull shark. Number 2. Red-bellied piranhas. A freshwater fish, the piranha is well known for its sharp teeth and carnivorous nature, but with so many species, and with such a wide range of diets, does every piranha deserve its bad reputation? Piranhas inhabit the fresh waters of South America, all the way from the Orinoco River Basin in Venezuela up to the Parana River in Argentina. Throughout, you would find approximately 30 species of piranhas in South America today. Fossils pinpoint their ancestors to have been in the continent's rivers 25 million years ago, while some are believed to have only been around for about 1.8 million years. Known for their razor-sharp teeth and relentless bites, the piranha's name translates to toothfish for its single row of interlocking teeth, which measure about 4 millimeters in adult piranhas. Their teeth are shaped similar to a blade, which helps them eat their prey. They are meat eaters with tooth enamel structure that is similar to sharks. Kind of like the bull shark, who replace their teeth individually. Piranhas replace them in quarters multiple times during their life. Using a toothed fossil model, scientists were able to tie modern piranhas to a 10-million-year-old extinct ancestor known as the Megapiranha parensis, whose jaw had a bite force of as high as 1,068 pounds. That force, which is exerted by the jaw muscles, leads scientists to believe that the ancient fish ate something that required serious force to bite through. While most piranhas eat insects, fish, crustaceans, and plant material, the red-bellied piranha has been known to take a bite out of fellow piranhas, living or dead. Even though most have a reputation for eating flesh, some of them eat seeds, and others, including their species found in the Amazon rapids in Brazil, exist on plants alone. When they do go hunting, piranhas tend to attack the tail and eyes of their prey first, seemingly as a way to immobilize their opponent before chowing down. So, while you might not necessarily be afraid of these little devils, it might make you think twice about taking a swim in the river. But if you do, and you happen to hear strange barking noises under the water, just know the piranha has been known to make such noises when they're caught by fishermen. It's seemingly a way to communicate and call other piranhas. You have been warned. Number 1. The poison dart frog. Sometimes deadly things come in small packages. Take the poison dart frog. They are the most poisonous animal alive and are so lethal that native hunters use them to make poison darts. Hunters from a tribe in Colombia regularly hunted birds, monkeys, and other animals using poison darts, taking the poison from the bright river frogs to construct deadly projectiles. One single golden poison frog has enough poison to kill 10 grown men, measuring no more than 6 centimeters long. This tiny creature keeps its poison and glands beneath its skin. The poison is known as batrochotoxin. The poison from these frogs causes paralysis and death when it enters the bloodstream, and it doesn't take much to do the trick either. Found in many animals and plants, this type of toxin has 2 powerful alkaloids that can cause severe damage to the brain and muscles. If you thought you would get off easy by avoiding the adult frogs, baby frogs are also just as poisonous. A researcher in Ohio found that mother frogs supply the tadpoles with poison. After absorbing the toxin, the tadpoles become poisonous themselves. By placing alkaloids in the eggs, predators are scared off from eating the tadpoles. But poison isn't the only weapon in the poison dart frog's arsenal. Using various color patterns as a weapon, the dart frogs are vibrantly colored, which is often a warning sign to predators. In fact, a study published in 2001 showed that most frogs with the brightest colors were also the most poisonous. Going back 40 to 45 million years ago, in the forests of northern South America, ancestors of the poison dart frogs were not poisonous and were also not very colorful or small. After tracing the ancestry of the frogs by examining their genes, a study that came out in 2003 pointed to a true toad as the predecessor to today's poison dart frogs. But dart frogs were not necessarily poisonous throughout their entire evolution. The poison is believed to have evolved after the origin of their lineage, which began around 30 million years ago. It is believed that the ancestors of poison dart frogs started eating toxic ants and began harboring the poisons in their bodies. Somehow, they were able to eat the ants without the chemicals poisoning the frogs themselves. No, they are cute though, aren't they? Studies are being done by neuroscientists to design new drugs from the toxins. And since the forests they live in are becoming even more vulnerable to extinction, these little creatures continue to be at risk. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what animals you would like to learn about next in the comments below. See you soon. Bye.